Hello and yes, welcome to another video with me, Rockboy680. Now today I'm getting on with another review, but before I get on with that review I've got a few things I want to say. First of all, I haven't uploaded any videos in a few days because Microsoft are one of them shitty companies, businesses, has messed up how I make my videos. They are not allowing you to put videos from your iPad, which is what I film on, or iPods, iPhones, whatever, onto your PC computer. So unfortunately I've had to get a new camera, and at first we thought it was a virus. We didn't realise it was in an update, so we sent our computer off. Turns out it was all to do with this update, so that was a waste of time. I've had to buy a new camera. The new camera that I got is really cool actually, really good sound to it, pictures just as good. Unfortunate thing is that the screen which I look at is flipped. So I'm moving my hand this way, and at the minute it looks like I'm moving it that way. So the screen's basically flipped, it's backwards. And that's the only annoying thing is, so sometimes I might hold the record on the wrong place on the screen. Anyway, this is actually like my 4th time filming this review. So anyway, I'm going to try and put as much effort in as I did with the others, but I'm a little bit annoyed. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of information about this album, go over each song individually, and show you my copy of the vinyl record. And of course it is George Harrisons Brainwashed. This was requested by Adam's 80s Heaven. And Matthew Smith also said yes, I'd like to see that review as well. So here we go. Okay, so George Harrison's Brainwashed, it was his 11th studio album, and I believe that is including his Electric Sounds and Wonderful music. Released on the 18th of November 2002, almost a year after his death, and got to number 29 in the UK and 18 in the US, which I think is well out of order. Well out of order. Oh fuck, I fucked that bit up. Cut. Which I think is not acceptable. I think it's at least a top 10 album. In my mind it's a number 1 album, it should have been. But unfortunately, 2002, you gotta think, you know, this genre of music wasn't hugely popular. So, you know, of course it's probably not going to get its number 1 position, which is what it deserves. But anyway, I still think it should have been in the top 10. 29's awful, that's horrible, but anyway. So first track up is the single of the album, Any Road. Any Road is a brilliant opener, brilliant song. Lyrics are fantastic, they're clever, they're interesting, they're fun to sing along to. Great karaoke song, if you can remember all the words. Written in 1988, sorry, during the making of the music video to Cloud 9. Not the song, I think it was to do with music video. To do with the making of a video for the album Cloud 9. I'm not sure if it was the music video to Got My Mind Set on You or something like that, but he read it while they were doing a video to advertise the album in some way. So I think a lot of the songs are actually written from late 80s, early 90s. But anyway, great song. Next track up, P2, Faction Blues. Last Saturday Night. Last Saturday Night is what I call the song, really. I think, I hope I'm saying it right, Faction Blues. The word Faction, I think that is the name of the place for Apocalypse or something like that. So, yeah, I'm not really sure where that comes from, but anyway. Nice guitar intro, great guitar intro, really sets this song up. Vocals are brilliant, and the song's very different for George, I think. It's a very catchy song. You know, chorus is great as well. It's a lot of fun. Great. Next track up, Pisces Fish. Pisces Fish is a much slower track, but it's still brilliant. I love the humming intro. I love it when musicians do this with their songs. They either give you a nice whistling intro, nice humming intro, a nice guitar solo on the intro, instead of just doing a normal verse and then the next verse they start singing. They do a whistle or a hum or a nice guitar solo. It makes the song so much better, I think. And yeah, George does it on this song, and it's great. Brilliant song. Great. Next track up, Looking For My Life. Faster than Pisces Fish, so it picks the album up a bit. Nice vocals and lyrics, great. Chorus is great again, very catchy song. Okay, so the next track up is possibly my favourite on the album, Rising Sun. It's a classic George, number. Song's great, lyrics great, vocals are brilliant. Chorus is fantastic, the guitar work is amazing. Everything about the song is a 10 out of 10 song. Absolutely brilliant. And the next track up, Marwa Blues. Funny thing is, George hasn't really done an instrumental since Dark Horse. which were the Indian ones. So again, I really wouldn't listen to them. He had a little instrumental, I guess, on Extra Texture, but the last proper instrumentals that George done, I find, was on All Things Must Pass, on the Apple Jam record, which I quite enjoy. So it's funny, the last instrumental we got from George was on his first album, and yeah, the next one which pops up is on his last, and this is George's best instrumental, one of the best instrumentals of all time in my opinion, because it's so beautiful, calm and relaxing. Definitely one of the best songs on the album, definitely. And the reason I love this one so much is because you can listen to it in any mood. If you're relaxed, if you're happy, energetic, if you're sad, I'm pretty sure even if you were pissed out your head, you could probably still enjoy this song. It's a great song, fantastic. So next track on the album is Stuck Inside a Cloud. Something really interesting which I found out the other day was on every George album, the seventh song, I'm going to move over a bit, was George's favourite on the album. So if you look back at all of George's albums, the seventh song on each album is George's favourite for that album. So Stuck Inside a Cloud was George's favourite. George, I respect your opinion, however I probably wouldn't say it's one of my favourites. I think my favourites would be Any Road, Last Saturday Night, Pisces Fish, Looking for My Life, Rising Sun and My Wild Blues, basically all the side one. Yeah, side one is just brilliant, 10 out of 10. Stuck Inside a Cloud though is still unbelievable, brilliant song. The guitar work is fantastic, the lyrics are very, very good, the lyrics here I think, brilliant. Next track, Run So Far. Run So Far, I don't know, this song always kind of escapes me, because I've got all this music on my phone, and when I'm at my sixth form, I usually have it on shuffle, and the songs which I always come back to are pretty much all the songs on side 1, and some on side 2. Whereas Run So Far is one which I don't play very often. It's probably my fault, but I still really enjoy the song. It's a really good song. Yeah, really good. Next track up, Never Get Over You. Reminds me a lot of his late 70s, early 80s stuff. Mainly it reminds me of the period of time when he was doing Summer in England, so I can really get the vibe of that album from this song. You know, still a great song, a lot of good stuff on it, enjoyable. Next track up, Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Now, I like the fact that solo Beatles go back to these American songbook stuff. Ringo done it with his first solo album, Sentimental Journey. Paul done it with his 2012 album, Kiss on the Bottom. Both of them done fantastic jobs. And even though George never put out, or never got the opportunity to put out a full American songbook album, at least he gave it some little shots, because John never unfortunately touched on it. I mean, John's roots were more rock and roll, and we got a rock and roll album from him, so you know, it's okay. But I'm really pleased George done this song, because in the DVD documentary, which comes with this box set, which I'm going to show you in a minute, Danny Harrison, his son, actually said, this song reeks of George. And I completely agree with you, Danny. The song was originally from 1932, so it's a really old song, and George brings it back to life. Great. The music video to it is great as well. George on his little ukulele, because as we all know, George was a master of ukuleles. Then we got little Noddy there on the big trumpet doing his bit. Sounds great. Brilliant track. And then the next track up is the Week song, Rocking Chair in Hawaii. Now the lyrics are good, the beat is good. The only problem with it is George's vocals. I like it when artists try new things with their vocals. Normally it pays off. Normally with George it pays off, because he's tried a few things with his vocals throughout his albums, and yeah, it normally works. However here, didn't work too well. It kind of sounded like he was a bit asleep at the mic, but it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song. It's just, there are better ones on this album. Like, all of them are better, I think. It's definitely the weakest track on the album. Last track up is Brainwashed. I never used to like this song. It has grown on me a lot. I really like the lyrics. The lyrics are really funny, actually, in some points, I think. But then again, the lyrics can be quite serious in other points. I really like it where he's saying about what can brainwash you, like, especially with the media and stuff. I mean, definitely agree, because I study media at the minute, and you know, we've gone into discussions about this in class. You know, the media really does brainwash people, so you know, it's great. And I even like the Indian soundtrack bit at the end. Soundtrack instrumental bit, mainly because they play it quite a lot in this George Harrison documentary here, so I kind of got used to it. But I really enjoyed the whole album, really. just Rocket Chair Hawaii is a bit weak. And this album was produced by George Harrison and his son Danny Harrison, and of course the master Jeff Lynne, and anything with Jeff Lynne's name on is pretty much great. So, and again, it's the same thing with George as well, I guess. So anyway, I'll show you my copy of the vinyl record after I've shown you the box set. Save the best till last. So here's the box set. Now, problem with it is the cover. If you look at it straight on, it's just black. You know, you have to get it to catch the light to actually see the cover. And it's the same on the spine, unfortunately, because that's its home. That's its actual home. I mean, look, it's just a big black line, really. It doesn't look very good. You can't see the text too well. But anyway, the back cover is really cool. You have a nice picture of George there. All this track listings. Now, I bought this off eBay, so it doesn't have the guitar pick, unfortunately. But the previous seller has taken the sticker off the shrink wrap and put it on the inside. So thumbs up to the seller. Here's the CD. Exact same design as the vinyl record. Track listing again. Same gatefold as the vinyl record, which I'll be showing you. CD there. Little book in there. Get a poster here. Video's getting along. So one side of the poster is the cover to the album, and the other side we get a nice picture of George. And of course we get DVD, the making of the album, and this is the sleeve to the record. So anyway, trying to go fast because my camera's telling me it's on low battery and the video's already been too long, to be honest. So anyway, here's the vinyl record. Brilliant cover. Would have liked to have seen George's face on the cover, but because it was his last. But I mean, the artwork in the book kind of makes up for it. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. Gatefold's really nice. And see these mannequin doll things which they use. The artwork is brilliant. Nice picture of George there in the middle of the book. And look at them pictures, they look really cool. And I love the back page. So yeah, and then here's a sleeve, nice big thick sturdy sleeve. And I love the design on the record label. The Windian thing there, and then the Dark Horse label looking better than it ever has done. So great. All in all, the album is a lot of fun. It's a really good album, really rocking album. Great album to go out with George, you know. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 9.25. I can't go to a 9.5 because I feel that the Rocking Chair Hawaii track lets the album down a bit. And a couple others like Run So Far, Never Get Over You. They're really good songs, but they're not quite there. They're not quite perfect like all the other tracks. All the other tracks, in my mind, you know, near enough perfect. So, and I want to go more than a 9. So 9.25 for George Harrisons Brainwashed. Hope you enjoyed that, Adam and Matthew and everyone else. My good friend James, your Fleetwood Mac video is coming up, and the next video I'll be doing is for Mayfly 01. Jeff Lynne's Mr. Blue Sky, the very best of ELO review. Probably going to do it tomorrow now. I have actually filmed it today, but again my camera dodged out. So thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video and leave a message. Thank you very much for watching.